Hello everyone, welcome back to our Procreate tutorial series. In today's video we are going to do something a little different than our usual tutorials. I'm basically going to show you how to design a character based on these archetypes that you see here. Now we are just going to select our little brush or little pencil and we are going to start drawing, and I'm going to give you a few tips on how to create these characters in a way that their design tells us a story about them, tells us something about them. Alright, we are going to start with the protagonist, of course. Protagonists do not tend to have any peculiar features. They are just kind of the vessel through which the story is told, and since characters like these always have some sort of development, they do not tend to have, a lot of peculiar stuff about them. They're just very generic. Then something weird happens to them and they embark on a journey or a story in which they will grow as characters and maybe even they will age. So they shouldn't be characters with fixed features. They are going to be able to change, and we're going to make a character that reflects that. So a character with a very, very simple, essential design. It just reflects what this character is about. Protagonists are usually filled with determination, and they usually have a very simple and memorable design, so that you don't forget about them easily. We're just going to add a few details to make it pop, but nothing too peculiar, because our protagonists need to be simple and memorable. Characters with a lot of details often do not get remembered by people. Alright, we've got our little sketch. We're going to do sketches for each type of characters. And here we have our little protagonist. Alright, now we have our protagonist. Let's add another layer and draw our antagonist. Antagonists, on the other hand, do have special features. These features are mostly just sharp edges that, reveal that they're very untrustworthy and that the main character shouldn't really trust them. It's really, really easy to draw a good antagonist. You just have to follow these few rules. Sharp eyes, maybe sharp lines all over their body. Think about some characters from cartoons. They all follow the same pattern. Those are good character designs you can take inspiration from. As you can see here, it's all sharp edges. Sharp teeth, sharp ears, sharp tail, and so on. We're going to add a little detail here and here and here. And that's it. We've created our antagonist, as you can see. Now we're going to put it next to our protagonist, and we are going to draw a friendly character. Friendly characters are usually very, very soft looking. They are the comic relief. They are there to support our protagonist in every way. They are kind, they are humorous, and your design should reflect that. Often they are very chubby, so that's a bonus if you want to add that. Let me just edit this. Again, these are going to be very quick sketches. so do not spend too much time on them. These are just concepts, of course. Details can be added later. Alright, we got our little friendly character, little humorous character who has very soft shape. As you can see, he's a little chubby, but it works as a design. It's very simple. Alright, we are going to put it next to the antagonist. Look at how stark the difference is. It's definitely useful to know these differences when designing a character. Now we got the strong one. Strong characters are based on the shape of the square. I'm going to draw a dog based on that. And it's gonna appear very strong. Very determined. It's gonna have thick eyebrows. Maybe even ears that represent this side of his character. A thick neck and a thick body. Powerful legs and muscles. So basically everything that makes a character strong. Physically. Mentally, these characters are usually a little dumb. But you can make them as smart as you want. Just you have to know that using squares will make your character look stronger in comparison to the others. Let's leave this part. And this is it. Our strong character is here. I'm going to add a few details here and there. Perfect. Our strong character. Let's put it next to the little cat. Of course, this is going to be bigger. And another tip that I want to give you, if you want to make a character look strong and more masculine, make the head small in comparison to the rest of the body. Now, after the strong character, we've got the scared character. Scared characters are very different from the others. They tend to have large ears or exaggerated characteristics, as we can see here. They tend to get spooked easily, so usually their body language tends to reflect that. They have smaller characteristics. It feels like the world is out to get them. So you need a design that tends to reflect that. As you can see here, this little guy is scared by a little spider. They are very simple to draw. Just make the body a little slim, the eyes a little big, maybe the ears a little big, and a small nose and mouth. And this is basically it for this scared character. Now we got the wise character. Wise characters are kind of like mentors. They're old. They're basically the guide of our character. Now I'm going to draw a wise rabbit with a very long beard that goes on the ground. And I'm going to add signs of aging in a little bit. Of course, these are all animals, but these same tips apply to humans as well, of course, or humanoid characters. They tend to have thick eyebrows and be very calm and gentle. Usually also very powerful if you are in a magic world. Alright, perfect. got some of the details done. Now we got the ethereal character. The ethereal character is usually a deity or some sort of divine being, or maybe the character's crush that comes to help them. We are going to draw it just now. Start from the eyes, which are kind, gentle, and already from the eyes you can see that this character is kind and cares. As you can see here, we are going to reduce. I'm going to add a few characteristics that are usually used to draw angels and other characters like that, like curly hair and stuff. As you can see here, we are basically almost done with the face. I'm going to reduce the size of the brush a bit. And don't forget to keep the curly motif going on the whole body. The key to character design is consistency, and we are going to do just that. I'm going to add little curls here, little curls there, to make the character look a little more consistent within itself. And as you can see here, our little dog is almost done. Right, done. Now we can select it and move it here. Alright, now let's do a quick recap. We've done basically every character archetype that is essential. We got the protagonist, again, no peculiar features, but he must be determined. We got the antagonist, which has sharp features, and most of its shapes are triangles, as you can see here, here, and the whole body is basically just a triangle, as you can see. Now we got the friendly character, which is based on the circle here, and also a round tail. We got the strong character, which is based on the square. We got squares here and squares here. We got the scared character, which has big eyes, a small nose, a small mouth, tiny little paws, and is very skinny. Now we got the wise character, which has a long flowy beard, droopy ears, details on the face that reveal his age, and thick eyebrows, of course. Then we got the ethereal character, which has very curly motif, has a very harmonic design, and all in all is almost perfect. Almost too good to be true. She can also be a twist villain if you want. Alright, we have basically finished for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.